So this is how the SpiritX app will appear in your phone, in your watch. If you click on this, you will see this thing coming up. Just click on review and just accept, move on to the next thing, accept, done. So now those accepts were there to keep the watch alive every time, so that watch doesn't go to sleep mode, or it you can't trigger it if it goes to sleep mode, right? So that makes sure that your watch is always on, so that peaks are very reliable and other things. So now here you see something called as trigger. So when you click on trigger, it's actually sending the trigger from your phone to the watch. Okay, it's same like clicking on a volume button, but pressing here. Obviously in front of spectator you wouldn't be wanting to press anything of that sort. So click on the settings icon on top right, and here I would recommend you to use clock face. Okay, so this is how clock face looks, and this is the second pin attempt peak, which you can see. If I just long press, it goes back to settings. So here you can see show peak. You can, if you want to see peak every time, you can put this on. If you want to get the vibration once you get the peak, even that you can put it on. Keep awake, I would recommend that. If you don't want, you can switch it off. Tap to trigger. So if I tap here, that triggers as well. So that is there. Now there's something called as wrist down. Okay, this is something which is very crazy. So now current angle, you can see here at the bottom, you can see the current angle, current degree. Okay, it's changing. If I increase, if I go down, it increases. If I come, it kind of goes. You can see it's going, it's increasing, and then it's decreasing, and from here there are minus values, face up, face down. Okay, so it doesn't show minus, but it's actually minus in the background. So now all you have to do is just correct the right angle. So at down, what do you feel the right angle? So do you want this as down, or do you want this as down? Okay, so you can adjust the angle here. Okay, so if you want a quicker one, here. If you want still more early it to be detected as a down thing, so you can adjust this. Face up, you can adjust here. So if you increase, suppose if you decrease, you have to decrease for face up. So it you feel the haptic. Okay, so here there are three haptics: down haptic, face up haptic. So it's not something like you just do this and it triggers. Obviously in performance you will be continuously moving your hand and all, so that is not how actual trigger works, I'll tell you. And also in face up you might not be feeling triggers. Okay, only when you do this, and then if you do this, then you might be feeling the triggers. Okay, so increase the face up to 40. Now here I feel one, and here I feel one, so I think I should increase this as well. Here I feel one, and no, I think I should be decreasing this. Here I feel one, and here I feel one, so probably I can make it to 10. Here I feel one, and here I feel one. Okay, so yeah, this is perfect for me. So down angle is 110 and face up angle is 10. And down haptic, how do you want the down haptic? I like to use this as medium, and up haptic, the real trigger is up haptic. So I want this to be strong. Okay, so now here you can test as well. So here if I go down, it says armed in the sense you have filled in the bullet, you have it's ready to trigger. Now when you see face up has been crossed. So now face up has been crossed and it actually triggers. Okay, whenever it crosses the face up after it's armed, only then it triggers. Now it's face up crossed, but still it doesn't trigger. Okay, and but only when if it is armed, you can see here it's armed, and then face up is triggered. So this is how it works. you can probably play around these values, and you can feel. So for suppose I'll show you how peak works, how quick it is. Okay, you can test the watch thing. So here, if you open SpiritX, if you just go to settings, and here in settings you can see watch test. So here you can see watch is available, watch is reachable, and if I do this, you can see it's actually catching the trigger. If I do this, it's catching the trigger. You have armed it. Whenever you want to trigger, just do this. You can see it's triggering, right? So this is how the watch thing works. So in all the modules you can see something like watch, right? Watch. So how do you trigger a watch? You trigger via this movement, or you trigger via tapping on this also triggers it. Volume, via volume buttons. In calculator there are different things like long pressing on the result does that. In card it's automatic. Okay, let's try out the card peak. If I just go to performance settings and peak in watch is enabled, now I do this, and hopefully once after 5 seconds I should see the peak. You can see ace of clubs. So you can repeat that. Long press here, tell them to swipe, stop anywhere you want, and jack of hearts, and here you see the jack of hearts. Now let's, okay, it's still running a routine. Okay, so now even the pin code you can see 123999000. Immediately you see that, immediately. Okay, and if you want to see all pins you can click here. Probably I can add option to view all pins here as well, but that would take too much space I feel. So probably I can think of multiple options. So this thing I kind of was working on Dynamic Keys app, and even though if it's in sleep, I think it should, you can see even if it got dim, you can see the second pin being shown here, and even if it goes dim you can trigger this anyway. Okay, I can feel that face up. So this is how watch trigger works. It's very good, very good. Like I really loved the watch triggers. It's my own idea of triggering via arming and doing that, which I was experimenting with my Dynamic Keys app, and I kind of came up with this one. So I really like it and use it a lot, and it's very reliable. So this is more of watch in-depth tutorial. I feel I have covered most of the stuff, and in case of any doubts regarding watch triggers you can contact me anyway. So see you all in the next video.